Hello and welcome to week 2 of Codie Rants. Alright, so episode 2. Biggest problem that I'm seeing so far is that they're taking the formula that worked, and I use worked as a very loose term. They're taking this formula and they're just crunching it. They're basically just speeding up everything that they went through in the Neverland plotline. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, that plotline needed to be sped up, but not this far. Like, 3 episodes before Emma and Killian see each other again. Wow, guys, that was worth the mid-season finale death scene. Thanks for that. Like, no. And Hercules and Megara, why even have them? Why? Why were they even cast? If they're gonna be in a single episode, why were they even cast? It was pointless. Megara was absolute trash. She was just a throwaway side character that you didn't even need. She was in zero way related to the Megara that we actually saw and loved. The whole time we saw her, she was screaming or panicking or just completely blank, and that was useless. She was almost as bad as Sleeping Beauty. She looked like a discount Sleeping Beauty. She really did. I would not be surprised to find out that they just repurposed Sleeping Beauty's costumes for her. And they had her say the line, but they didn't have her say the best part of the line. You already have her saying, "My name is Megara, but my friends call me Meg." Why couldn't you just give us that little bit and just throw on, at least they would if I had any friends? Because that was the funniest line from the movie when she introduces herself. What is the timeline in the Enchanted Forest? Like, what even is that timeline? Because you have the events of Arendelle, Frozen, whatever. You have those events going on, and you had to freeze time to make that line up with the timeline. Stop that. You have the events of the Enchanted Forest happening, and it's all of the fairy tales happening at once, which I understand, whatever, that's the home of the fairy tales. But now you have ancient Greece existing in the same dimension and at the same time as the Enchanted Forest and Arendelle is clearly like 1800s. This is not how that works at all. At all. And it was the whole little flashback with Hercules and Hades, just having that little scene, that was useless. It was less than useless. It was completely pointless, just took away screen time from things that should have happened. Oh, and good, Cruella's back, because that's what we all wanted. Seriously, guys? You have the 3 worst villains that you have ever had on the screen, and you brought them back. Like, you've got Cruella, who was underutilized and does not want to be there, and it's apparent. You have Hades, who lacks any of the charm of the animated Hades. He's not charming at all. He's just kind of a jerk. And his delivery of his lines is atrocious. It's so obviously he's attempting to imitate James Woods, and it doesn't work at all. And then you've got the witch. The witch from Hansel and Gretel, and she's the only character that's even remotely funny, because she was genuinely terrifying when you first debuted her, and then you bring her back as this comic relief thing, and it was actually pretty funny. And I do like that they kind of go to her. That's one thing that I did like. Again, the kiss between young Mary Margaret / Snow White and Hercules was pointless. The whole "I want to be Snow White again" plotline was utterly pointless. It's just poking holes in your entire theory because the characters were always the same anyway. With Emma and Killian getting to see each other next week, Wow, you waited a whole 3 weeks to get them back on screen together, guys. You waited longer than that with Neil. That is, no, ugh. I'm so done with all of this unnecessary romance stuff. There was one good moment this week. The moment where, excuse me, the moment where Snow sees Hercules' gravestone, and just the banter that she and Charming have is so, it's so real. You can tell that they've worked together. You can tell that they actually love each other because it just feels like they're a married couple making jokes, even though she's sad. And that was just a really, really nice couple moments. Really? Really? Can you not? She's trying to bite me. I don't know why.
She wants you to calm down.
And finally, Killian's makeup was still really good. I really like whatever they're doing with his eye to make that puff up, but they need to ease up on the blood because as it was going on in the episode, it was apparent they were just drenching him and it wasn't pooling right, it didn't look right, it was too thin, and the color changed. Guys, continuity. Yeah, that's about all that I have for right now. I'm not even disappointed anymore. This is the level of quality that I expect from your programming. And that's really sad. That's so, so sad. Next week will be not happening because next week will be happening because I will still be here. But the week after that...
You'll still be here.
I will?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just edit all this out. It's fine.
No, we won't. We're going to keep all this in.
That's fine.
3 weeks from now, you won't be here.
3 weeks from now.
I might Skype you in. I have a way we might be able to get this to work anyway.
Okay, well...
We'll talk.
Yeah.
Point the camera at my laptop while you're Skyping. That's the ghettoest.
The most ghetto. Yeah, that's really all I have for tonight. Thanks for bearing with me as I yelled repeatedly.